2. Not profession without any offensive capabilities. Decidedly gay divided warrior profession. And chose the healer profession. And let me use to refresh the novice dungeon. The historical clearance record. Only 2 to about minutes to reach the bus. 4 minutes faster than the historical record. As I heal them on the way. From them, I also gained points of strength and archer points of agility. Then I canceled the effect of the soul chain. Pay attention to their position and not to get it. Hearing this, the others nodded in agreement and then led them to the small forest and in the clearing in the middle of the forest. There was a goblin priest, glaring at us menacingly. Foolish invaders, accept baptism fire. Charge immediately when I get close to the boss. Pay attention to your positioning. After this, I charged the goblin priest first. Hook immediately followed me and began to take action. Just Hook initiated the charge. I instantly dodged to make way. Hook directly took the front position. The goblin priest, affected by the charge, fell into a brief state of dizziness. And I instantly moved behind him and hit the goblin priest on the back of his head with a stick, directly causing him to go berserk. When I saw the damage floating above the goblin priest's head, Hook's eyes widened. Is this the damage dealt by healer? It's more than times higher than his entering berserk. The goblin priest let out a roar. Several magic circles instantly lit up on the ground around. Countless meteors fell from the sky to the ground. Seeing this, everyone hurriedly dodged. While others still panicking, dodging the meteors, I directed the cashman spell on the goblin priest. The goblin priest hit by the holy light. As I points of damage, I kept moving. Fell per second. Directly emptied the goblin priest's health bar. The clearance message popped up, holding the other 2 prompts, and immediately collapsed to the ground, gasping. Actually made it within an hour. I looked at the Shanshin City Professional Plaza. An announcement was made. Chenmo's team cleared Flame Forest in Morshido minutes and Morshido seconds, and received an SS rating, breaking the historical clear. In the Professional Plaza, was shocked by this news. Someone spread my information. S. In a rare profession Flame Warrior with background by compatibility, they achieved such results. And Suya was also in the plaza at this time. Her expression became somewhat despondent. To some extent, that was not the rare profession Flame Warrior, but another girl on my team named Bai Ling. Suya immediately checked my team's information. Her eyes fixed on the information when she saw my and Bai Ling's professions. But she almost broke the staff in her hand. Really deserved to die. For privately trading profession badges, it must be that bitch Bai Ling who gave him some benefit. To get the Flame Warrior badge, meanwhile I was organizing the loot in the dungeon. Goblin priest in the dungeon. To total items, 2 green items, just some miscellaneums. I got all the item and looked at the others. Settle and leave. I selected the settlement on the panel. Then all team members had a scoring panel appear before their eyes. After this, everyone leveled to level 2, and I leveled to level 3. I took a look at my attribute panel, such an attribute panel. For a healer who is only level 10, somewhat abnormal, the sheer free attribute points. All to mental strength, right after I finished dealing with the attribute points. I saw another prompt for a skill stone, raised my eyebrows and looked at the panel. Yeah, skill stone. Hook exclaimed while looking at panel. The twin sisters were also so excited at this moment to break the historical record and even get a skill stone. Chenmo. At this moment, Bai Ling's at my arm. Turned my head and was about to ask, but I saw Bai Ling had secretly slipped something into my hand. After I immediately realized it was a skill stone. Bai Ling looked at me with a clever smile. She knew she'd been slacking off the whole time. This stone, it should rightfully be mine. A moment of excitement. Hook also spoke up, boss. This skill stone should be yours. The twin sisters, Diane and Dana, also hand over their skill stones. They were aware. That with their own strength. Where they could clear the flame forest was another matter. Let alone break historical record. Then I'll accept these skill stones. Counting accept the skill stones from Hook and the others was successful. We exited the flame forest and returned to a professional in Shanshin City. As we came out of the secret realm, our phones started ringing like crazy because the news of them breaking the historical record had already spread, and the others were obviously just accessories. At this moment, also received various congratulations from friends and family. After replied to his family's messages, he looked at me with shining eyes. Boss, what's the plan next? And Diane and Dana were the same. First, let's finish what we have at hand. If there's anything, contact me in the team chat. I said, looking at them. I also have some things to take care of. All right, I'll be quick. Hook didn't delay at all. He immediately jogged away. The same went for the sisters, Dean and Dana. I have some things to take care of at home. Bai Ling also spoke up. I glanced at it. Finally, I said, if there's anything, just come to me. This Bai Ling nodded, then silently left. Watching Bai Ling's troubled back, I squinted my eyes. Such results are not... The most pressure right now is definitely my homeroom teacher. I gave the Flame Warrior profession to Suya, and was finally found out that I voluntarily gave profession badge to Suya. But Chen Daxing still lost the job but he didn't resent me for it. He came to comfort me at that time. Those negligence, profession badge being taken away. For Chen Dax's teachings, they would have stand so easily in my previous life. In this life, I want you to proudly say that I am your student. Actually, I already had a rather crazy plan, was to conquer a dungeon of abyssal difficulty, and I directed the official center Professional Plaza, and came to a counter. Hello, how can I help you? Behind the counter was a sweet-looking girl. Some items first, I said, taking out my spatial bag. The girl behind the counter, seeing me take out a beginner's spatial bag, couldn't help but frown. At a glance, there's nothing valuable, so I directly spoke up. Check the bulk goods outside first. Going directly to the dealers outside would be quicker. I glanced at the woman slightly to explain that after selling my items, other business to attend to. Seeing her obviously emotional tone and expression, I directly said, if you can't handle it, come in over here. Sell 2 green equipment. I had other business to attend. The Count lady was stunned. She had misjudged, put on a professional smile. Is attending to other clients. I can handle green equipment as well. I also need to apply for a loan to get the manager here immediately. I directly raised my voice. The counter lady's smile instantly froze. What's going on? Just this month. Corey came from the side. Counter lady was startled, immediately stood. Said, it's nothing, I can handle it. There were two people. A middle-aged man slightly overweight, and an old man in a sign priest robe. Manager John glanced at me, an ordinary student. Suntish. Wanted to casually scold that girl, and have her handle the client's business immediately. When the old man beside him saw me, his eyes lit up. Chinmo, what a coincidence. Liu Qingshan greeted me with a smile. Only did I notice Liu Qingshan had arrived. Immediately stood. Slightly bowed. The entire hall due to the earlier commotion. People who were peeking over here were now all showing expression of surprise. Chen Mo is the one who just broke the flame forest. Everyone's words. The counter lady felt a chill all over. So it's Chen Mo. No wonder I thought you were extraordinary at first glance. Janriki's attitude now did a complete Babasher degree turn. Let's go to the VIP room for some tea. Well, Janriki was very enthusiastically inviting, intention to move it. I still have some things I want to talk to you about. Liu Qingshan said to me with a slight smile. I didn't intend to waste too much time here, but since Liu Qingshan invited me, I couldn't refuse. So I followed him into the hall. Liu Qingshan chatted with me for a while and then left to attend to his own business. Only Janriki and I are left in the VIP room. Brother Chen, we've already calculated your items here. They can be sold for over Jojo Baba, yeah. I directly adjusted it to eBay if you. Janriki said to me with a smile. Manager John. I quickly thanked him. No to be. If you do me the honor, just call me Brother John. Janriki also started to get friendly. Nodded and said, Brother John, thank you. Repeatedly, his face falls. Manager, I'll try for emailing you on loan from your center. I spoke up again. Janriki became solemn. Said, no problem. Emailing is simple. We'll handle it if you quickly here. Hearing this, I nodded. Kami dipped the teacup to drink. Not long after, Janriki got approved, along the professional black card. Then I tucked the card into my pocket. I said, Brother John, for your trouble, what matters to 10? Disturb you for too kind. Well, share whenever you have time. Janriki added with a smile, and nodded slightly. Then I left the professional center. I found a Swesley selling various mechanical puppets. I bought 10 sheep puppets. After completing preparation, to the place agreed upon with my teammates. Several were standing there, and only one of them was someone I knew. Seeing me approach, Huki waved at me from a distance. Boss, you're finally here? As I could, Huki began to speak. I also nodded in a friendly manner, but I still looked at Huki with confusion, wondering why he brought these two people. It's like this. I can't really go leveling with you, since there's already a warrior in the team. But don't be wrong. Still recognize you as the boss? Huki explained. I understood the meaning behind his words. Because his profession overlapped with Bailing's. Bailing was a rare profession, while he was just an ordinary warrior. Hey, have you thought it? I didn't try to persuade him much. I thought it, Huki said helplessly. I glanced at the teammates behind Huki, who was holding a staff, had a long dagger at his waist, and an assassin respectively. When the two saw me looking at him, but feel a bit nervous, put on smiles. If you don't. I checked the time. It was almost the agreed time. But Bailing and the twins hadn't arrived yet. I made a judgment in my heart. Hearing this, Huki agreed. After menaces, I also learned the names of the other two. The major's name's Yaoshimi, and the assassin was Fan. Both was at the city experiment high school like Huki. Why haven't the sisters arrived yet? Huki checked the time. Really? There's still no sign of the girls. I just smiled. If those two don't come, just kick them out. With your two classmates. When John and Li Feng heard this, they couldn't help but light up. Right, boss! We'll definitely follow your arrangements completely. Seeing that I didn't make him leave, invited us to join the team, Huki was also deeply moved. I saw the three of them agree to join the team. I immediately kicked out the sisters, Diane and Dinah. She had already sent me a message, saying she'd be a few late. Diane, seeing the message, she had been kicked out of the team. But smile and say he's already kicked us out. Then I didn't have to say I want to leave the team. Sister, isn't this a bit bad? Diana said something embarrassedly. What's bad? We're already level 2, but hey, there's the level up, charging at least per person. That's by we're sure you want from one dungeon run. Follow me into dungeons? Well, all the loot has to be handed over. Said with nuance. For a moment. But can we really handle it? Don't worry, I'll take command. I already contacted the people. Can we really return it? Said impatiently. Seeing this, Dana could only accept it helplessly. Sighed, Bailing had arrived. When she saw the two new members, Yumi and Li Fen, she was slightly surprised, but she didn't ask it. Member here? I then said. Next, we'll still go to the Flame Forest, but we'll directly challenge Aba's difficulty. Hearing this, everyone looked at me in shock.